Hey everybody, it's your girl Emeara here today. Thank you all so much for being with us. We're gonna get into some interesting stuff today, which I'm pretty excited about. All right, so y'all said y'all joined in 2018, so let's kind of jump into that process again, because as everybody watching will see, and they'll figure out that it all kind of plays into what we're going to talk about, the song that we're going to talk about. You know, how you all kind of joined Story Stitchers.
I think you got this one, Shawn. I got this.
So I got this apparently. So the way we found out about like Story Stitchers was through STL Youth Jobs, and I wanted something where I can, like I said before, I could be creative and allow me to move more into the field that I want to be a part of. So the cool thing is, Emeara. I met Emeara, and she gave me some information about like Story Stitchers, how it's like this cool organization that really like helps the community and builds like our talents like as a whole. And it could be musical, it could be writing, it could be art. It's just amazing stuff that they're doing. And I remember like the first year, we like started hitting it hard because I didn't know what to expect. Because like I was like, we're probably just gonna, you know,
Take it easy.
easy. But that was not. We started going right into it. Like we started creating music.
Yeah.
Very early on, and it was just insane. Like how we got to learn the like music making process. And then we met like, you know, DJ Integ, and we have
for sure. That's because I was well, you all know, but they didn't know. I was gonna actually go into that a little bit about the making of Who's Ready, which happened that year, you know. So kind of, Michaela, you know, tell us a little bit about your part, where your head was at. You know, you was writing that verse, creating a song. You know,
her verse was cold. You ain't
on me, yeah. She, you know, you kind of put some stuff in there that had me like, man,
first year.
This verse is hard, right? Yeah. So just
that day, you know, I was in my little corner, you know, my little nook and cranny, whatever, in the studio, and I just, you know, I had my notebook. I was doing it the old-fashioned way. You know, we rely on our phone, but I was like, no, let me get a pen, pencil, let me get some paper, let me slap words down on here, and just, you know, listening to the beat. You know, Integrity, he was replaying the beat over and over, you know, doing some tweaking to it. You know, we were all in our own zones. My zone, I was just like, you know, this song is about bringing change to the St. Louis area overall, and just talking about different issues. And not even just that, just the fact that, you know, we are not going to continue to sit back and watch our city fall to its demise just about, because there's just so many things going on. And I love St. Louis, I love it. This is my home, like it will always be my hometown. And, you know, we see it. Being here, you know, growing up in St. Louis, we see all the negative things, but a lot of people that are, you know, are outsiders almost, that, you know, they're towners, or they don't really get around that often in different areas of St. Louis. You know, they see just what is presented on the news, on different media platforms, and it can be negative. You know, it can be real negative and just make it seem like it's a horrible place. I'm just like, bro, this city offers so much, and it's not even just the city itself, it's the people here. There's so much goodness here, and like some people fail to see that, and sometimes it's not pictures of media and things. So I just wanted to figure out it with myself, you know, what do I want to put across in this verse? What do I want people to hear? What do I want people to feel? I want them to feel what I'm feeling. I want them to hear what I'm trying to say, and I want it to be authentic as possible. So just in my writing process, you know, like the first few bars, it's like looking at my city and I see it is in trouble. You know, it's just like, you know, living in the city, like in the city, you know, you'd see things happening there that are both good but also bad. Things that hurt you, things that happen to people you know, and it's like, man, like it's just crazy sometimes. It's like I really wish things were like this. And it's like you see those things growing up, being out, you just see things happening, whether it's in your own household, on the block, down the street, you know, just traveling places, like you see stuff happening. And you know, like it's just, it can be honestly at times a lot, and depending on what the situation is. And it just really reminds you, like, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening out here, and I really wish there was something I could do to stop it. Because you know, you're only one person out of many, but honestly, whatever impact you make, it adds and builds into the bigger impact of like all, and like the bigger revolution and movement. So, you know, the song being about making change, we're bringing a revolution. We are starting something. We're starting a fire in our city that we want people to see and get on board with, because there's so many people that feel the same way. We just don't always have those connections. We don't always have the opportunity to make those connections, but we're all thinking the same thing. We want to do something about it, you know, and it sometimes feels like we don't have the resources, we don't have the motivation, we don't have the support, but when we all come together, it is possible. We can make change. And honestly, just like that's what I wanted to put into my lyrics. I wanted to put that into my verse. I wanted to communicate and express that to anyone ever coming across the song, ever listening to it, whether it was on radio, SoundCloud, Apple Music, whatever platform. I was like, I want you to, we are all thinking the same thing. And it just takes one person to start a spark, to start a fire, to start a whole burst of flames, you know, of like passion and like movement. So that's what I was feeling like. That was my process. That was my mindset, you know, where my head was at. So it played a big role, you know, into like how the production, the product I came up with. So
yeah, that's great. Shawn, so people may not know, but that's your voice that's really dominant. Yeah. It's really dominant on the core.
I just wanted like the message to be, you know, to mean something, and it says we ready for the violence to stop. You can see that in our community. Like, gun violence is real, it's prevalent, and it continues to damage our communities, and it just needs to stop. It's like, get ready for change to come. There's a new generation, a generation of like-minded people that are for change. They want the gun violence to stop. They want our communities to grow. And then the next line is, we ready for a revolution. So that, enough said right there, like I just said.
Yo, man, yeah, it's like I remember like it was just like yesterday or something, you know, we were just like around that table at the chalkboard.
Yeah, I remember that. Hey, that was forever.
chalk flying, dusting.
I know.
So right now we have we ready for violence to stop. Get ready for change to come. Who's ready? We ready for a revolution.
And then my roll call I did. Just keep going back and forth. We ready. That's cool. It gets people riled up. I'm telling you.
Totally like a calling responsibility.
Yeah, it's powerful.
We ready for the violence to stop. Get ready for a change to come. Who's ready? We ready for a revolution. Who's ready? We ready for the violence to stop. We ready. guns down.
But I don't think we understood like what was finna come out of us in that moment.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
I don't think, and then too, like I surprised myself because, well, thank God for Miss Susan for her, because she caught the when I came in like out of nowhere and just started freestyling. So that's where my verse came from, and I added more to it.
Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Hey, I am a gun. Come on.
Everybody wanna know what's the famous. We got targets on our shirts. It ain't on our back. Look, I'm on this what works. Come on, talk it out. We can talk it out. Put the gun down. We just want you to hear our voices listen now.
Put the gun down. Put the gun down now. Put the gun down. I am trying to see people back on the gun. I'm gonna buy it and put the gun down.
Yeah, but kind of talk to us about your part. You have a wonderful voice, and you did the bridge, right?
And then when we went to Story Sister, and I was like, oh, we actually have to like write our own stuff. Like we're all like the youth is just like us doing our own music, being creative in our own way. So I was just like, wow, this is a really different type of feel. I wasn't really like, oh, when I heard like the bridge was getting made, and they was like, this would be your part because you sing. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was thinking like, I'll try to put a notebook out and like write, but I really didn't have a flow really going at first. But everybody, pitched in like a team would do. And it helped. It was helpful a lot because after that, we started writing more songs. I was able to get a feel like, okay, like I see, and I would like go home and like kind of like figure out my tune a little bit more, hum a little bit, and just get like write my own little ideas down, and then trying to like incorporate that in a little song, even if it doesn't like ever go out there, just write music. And now I'll be writing music all the time now, y'all. So
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah, so just a little background on that.
Yeah. For sure, your part, like, yeah, I love it because it's like the music drops right there too, like you just kind of.
Now this is fun.
Oh, like that was.
You sing now.
But the one who really shocked me the most because he wasn't actually, were in that moment, but I feel like he felt it, which is Branden. He felt it so much to where he like laid his verse out on the top of it, and I was just
Love
like,
his
Yeah,
verse.
for real.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Literally.
yeah. So Branden, I'm gonna just get right into it with you. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna jump right into it. That Who's Ready joint, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it when you like either at the top of the song or at the end of the song, because it's like I feel like you feel this pressure when you like
Most definitely.
and you like, I'm giving this 100%, like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So tell me how you came to like be on that track.
I came in while the beat was being made. The first time I heard the recorded version of the hook, I was like, yo, they dope, they dope.
Yeah.
Hearing somebody dope already on the song, you know what I'm saying, as I'm sure you can relate to, you don't
Yes,
want to
sir.
black addition to the song, you know what I'm saying? So they really,
You don't want to be the what?
you don't want to be the whack addition to the song. So you know what I'm saying, they put you in the mindset of, yo, you gotta come with it. And that's pretty much what that was. Now I will say I thought we was writing 8-bar verses and everybody else came with 16 bars. And I was like, what happened? But it's all good. It's all good. Mine kind of served as intro to to what the song was. Did y'all think throughout the rest of it? And so that was definitely one of those projects that I was just grateful to be a part of. Because as soon as I heard that hook, I knew, oh man, this one right here.
Can I get some pen? Can I get a pen and some paper?
Right. I'm a part of this. So that was definitely one of those joints. I was like, please let me be on this one.
Yeah, I was already like, when I saw you come in, I was like, guy.
Dope. Because man, Shawn, kinda, Michaela, all of them are like dope. All of them are talented. Emma too. Or what? Then Integrity did his thing. Integrity's the engineer. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? To make the end product sound pretty nice. And that's pretty much what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get the and then you got something. And like I said, I was just grateful to be a part of that one because I felt like that was gonna be a really dope song, whether I played a part in it or not. You know what I'm saying? One of them joints that I was like, yo, that's nice. I like that.
I'm definitely glad you are a part of it though, because I don't know, man. Like it's just feels so good to hear like other people like do good. Like it feels good. You know what I'm saying? But about like your verse, like what were you trying to get to people with that verse? Like what were you trying to say? Like, or what did you say to people with that verse?
Definitely. Okay. So the verse starts, I've been drowning in sorrow-filled water fountains, not asking for pity parties, no parting partners around. Now, what I'm saying in that is that I may have my sorrows or my problems or feeling bad for myself or whatever the case is, but I'm not asking nobody to feel sorry for me when sometimes when you bring up problems or whatnot or things that needs to be changed, people dismiss it as complaining, and that you're looking for self-pity. So this is to say that I felt bad for myself and I don't need you to feel bad for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. I've been drowning in sorrow-filled water fountains.
Yeah.
Asking for pity parties around. Now, when I say pardon partners, what I'm referring to are those friends that would the notion of I'm going to defend you whether you right or wrong. You know that whole thing. What I was saying was I don't need that either. You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't need I don't need people that's going to just tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah.
It's about growth and moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, we're comfortable. So this is to say that I'm willing to go through that being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to stroke my ego or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So no parting partners around, but I've calculated the odds. What good is knowing to count it up, count it down. I've already been counted out. It don't matter. That's my way of saying the odds are stacked against us. You know what I'm saying? So how you look at it, the odds are stacked against us. You know, but in that, I ended with it. Too much of my valor, give up in hard times I haven't. To say it's hard. It's not easy. It's not built for us to succeed. You know what I'm saying? It's not built to be an advantage to us. But I'm gonna be successful anyway. It's gonna be harder for me than it may be for other people, but that doesn't mean what I'm gonna just sit down and just not try because of that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna harp on the fact that it's harder for me than it is for you either. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still get it done because but I've calculated the odds. What good is knowing to count? When I counted up, counted down, I've already been counted out. It don't matter. Shown too much of my valor, give up in hard times I haven't. There's the next line says the captured act like they captors, the captors act like they captured. A lot of people just kind of dismiss it as a wordplay or it just sounds good.
Yeah.
That was serious to me because I had just got through watching this video a couple of days ago that had it talked about how with how sensitive society is or whatnot, that white people are the ones that are truly oppressed now. say how they feel or whatever the case is without getting yelled at or whatever the case is, you know.
Man.
But not. So there was that. Then you know the whole thing of people like Christopher feeling like they didn't get the accolades that they deserved, or like they were the victims of when in fact they were the oppressors or the antagonists of situations. You know what I'm saying? On the flip side of that, the captured act like they captors. People that look like you and me would spend valuable resources on things that don't matter because it makes them feel like they matter. You know what I'm saying? We have a tendency to looking over actually mattering, you know what I'm saying? Or looking like we winning over actually winning. You know what I'm saying? So we'll spend our whole paycheck on a chain or something, you know what I'm saying? Just to go outside and impress people that got just as little or less than us. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. So that's to say you losing, but you act like you winning. And then the people that's on top complaining like they on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's to actually say. It's not just a play on words.
And
pretty much the scope of the whole verse.
Yeah. And man, like I tell you, I caught that though. Like that's why I be on your verse. You know what I'm saying? People don't know I wrote that for you. I'm just joking.
We got to go back to why we wrote this, that this is to help the community, to tell them that we need to we need to work together and in the gun violence, in violence in general. We need more peace.
Yeah.
Once that that mindset got instilled, I was just like, it's not about me on stage, how I'm performing, if I look right, if I sound good, if I'm hyping up everything. It's more of how am I going to tell this message, and how are we going to take action after the performance? And once I got that mindset, those are now, but they were less. They're less.
Yeah.
So just changing that mindset really just helped me be able to keep pushing on forward during the different tour stops we had. So that's what
that's
I would have.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. It's really good to hear. Well, without further ado, because I think we've hyped it up a lot, so we're gonna people. Yeah, I think they ready. So we're gonna let them listen. Check it out real quick. So I'm Holland. He getting the headphones out. All right,
we
y'all
ready?
check this out.
Yeah. I've been drowning in sorrow-filled water fountains, no pardon partners around, and I've calculated the odds, but what good is knowing to count? When I count it up, count it down, I've already been counted out, it don't matter. Show too much of my valor, give up at hard times I haven't, but from the data I've gathered, rumor has it the captured act like they captors, the captors act like they captured. Ain't never been down with movement unless the movement is backwards, but I'm ready.
Get ready for the violence to stop. Get ready for change to come. Who's ready? We're ready. We're ready for a revolution. Who's ready? We're ready. We're ready for the violence to stop. Who's ready? We're ready. Who's ready? We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready for the violence to stop. I said who's ready? We're ready. Who's ready? We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready for the violence to stop.
Looking at my city and I see it is in trouble. Each other, they out here facing muzzles. People dropping left to right, I'm seeing families crumble. We gotta help each other cause we're all part of the struggle. While we hurting each other, I look and I see double. There's so much hurt and hopelessness that lies beneath the rubble. But if we set aside the differences, we can make change. We just gotta be humble, make our way through the rain. Cause I don't know about you, but I'm tired of seeing pain. The gang banging is old, gun violence is beyond lane. If we're not trying to save our city, then we're living in vain. Cause people out are taking the game. What I'm saying isn't make believe, cause anything is possible. And if we work together, we can obliterate these obstacles. So put the gun down, get up, and join the movement. Let's get to it. We ready, we ready for the violence to stop. Get ready for a change to come. Who's ready? We ready for a revolution. Who's ready? Get ready for the violence to stop.
Who's ready?
We ready.
Who's ready?
We ready.
I said who's ready?
We ready.
Who's ready?
We ready. We ready for the violence to stop. With the R-E-Volution, the kids of the future, the change to come. Put the gun down, stop aiming at our heads. Don't put us in the dirt, feeling like the target on a story stitch shirt. But we can talk it out, we should talk it out. Listen, shh, can't you hear our voices now singing? We should overcome any stereotype. Not the ones to conform, but to give off like we have. We the people need to vote. The biggest generation has the hardest time trying to cope with pain. Seems like every other day it rains in my hood, but somehow we're still saying that it's all good. It's not. Black on black crimes got our city in the prime of its worst time. I'm hurt time cause we flirt time with a beast. Instead of slaying Goliath, think I'm playing about the streets. Don't give up on this now, this is something unique.
Violence. Put down the gun. We will not be silent. It's time for a revolution. No more violence. We will not be silent. It's time for a revolution. We ready for violence to stop. Get ready for a change to come. Who's ready? We're ready for a revolution.
Who's ready?
We're ready for the violence to stop.
Who's ready?
This song is like even more relevant today because you would think that COVID-19 would like help like reduce like crime rates, but there's been actually domestic violence that's been like increasing.
And a lot of the other crime is we're over the amount that we were at last year at this time.
In that mine out of water, like that. Wow, we really need change.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what this like these lyrics talk about. Like we're ready for a revolution, we're ready for the violence to stop, and we're ready for a change to come.
This is important, you know. It's not just a performance. Like, you know, we all getting outside like on a hot summer day. You know, we want to be entertained. It's you're telling us stuff that's real, the stuff that's happening in our city that you live in. We live in. And it's real stuff, you know, it's stuff that happens every day. It's stuff that people probably know someone of something happening to them or even themselves. So it's just like, it's in a sense that it's bringing us all together, you know, and it's on a great platform, music, you know, beats, performances. That's great because like art and like that type of stuff is always great. It's always a useful thing to bring people together. You know, we bond over those type of things very easily, I think, as humans. But just like, yeah, that day, first day, or like even the day that like stuck out to me the most. I remember there was this feeling of peace, but fire at the same time. It was calmness, but a sensation of like fury, not like anger fury, but fury as in like, I'm doing something that's important. I'm doing something that is going to impact people today. And I don't know who it may be, but someone's going to walk away from this. They're going to leave today after we're done performing and be like, you know what? Feeling this is exactly what I wanted to be seen. And it coming from like us, the youth, if we're the ones having this much passion for changing our city, the adults, any age group, everybody's going to realize this is important, because, you know, we can be looked at a certain way, not being taken seriously, or that we don't care about important things, but if we're taking the time to write music, to produce beautiful things that we do, and bring it to the community, bring it out to the community, express ourselves to the wider, like, you know, individual community, like, of surrounding us. So when that's something I think that is seen by whether it's people younger than us or even adults, and even elderly people, like of all age groups, you know, they see that what we're doing is important to us, and it's real, you know. So honestly, that's what I remember. And then even after we were done performing, it was such a great burst of positive energy. You know, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, this is like, I haven't felt like this is what I've been wanting to feel. Like,
You did that.
Care. People care here. Yeah, I did.
You did.
People care. We had a little, little praise break at the end, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that we're not the only ones that this concerns. This is the concern of all people, and the people that came, and I could see it in their face. They're like, yeah, like, you know, like, I can relate to this. This is real stuff we're talking about. Like, that was just enough to give me like a booster. You know, like somebody jump in a car, you know, it was just like, bro, like all this energy just came into me, and I was ready. I was like, I can't wait for when we perform next. I can't wait for what new songs we're gonna come up with, because like people are feeling what we're doing, and like that's important.
Yeah.
Feedback from the crowd is important to know where your people are at. If they're giving you good feedback, we're all on the same page. We all want the same.
Yeah.
We all got the same goals in mind. Like that's important with moving forward, and what we're doing with Revolution. Like we're all in this together. Like at the end of the day.
The show, man. Y'all, thank you for tuning in. Again, if you want to learn more about Story Stitchers, make sure you go over to storystitchers.org, and that's our website. You can find everything there from youth-led podcasts that you yourself, or if you know somebody ages 16 to 24 years of age, they can sign up for. Yeah, so I would encourage y'all to go visit that tab, and you know, just keep in touch. We'll be back soon with another one. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and have a great night, and stay safe.
I said, who's ready? We ready. Who's ready? We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready for the balance to stop.
With the R-E-Volution, the kids of the future, the change to down, stop aiming at our heads, don't put us in the dirt, feeling like the target on a Story Stitcher shirt, but we can talk it out, we should talk it out. Listen, shh, can't you hear our voices now singing? We should overcome any stereotype, not the ones to conform, but to give off like we have the power in our hands. So we the people need to vote. The biggest generation has the hardest time trying to cope with pain. Seems like every other day it rains in my hood, but somehow we're still singing that it's all good. It's not. Black on black crimes got our city in the prime of its worst time. I'm hurt time cause we flirt time with a beast. Instead of slaying a lot on this now, this is something unique.
Put down the gun, we will not be silent. It's time for a revolution, no more violence. Put down the gun, we will not be silent. It's time for a revolution. We ready, we ready, we ready for violence to stop.